one of you. We are so happy to have you all join us on this International Yoga Day. Today, what we are trying to do is, through this session, we are trying to tap into our ancient yogic wisdom, the ancient practice which taught us that healing starts from within, which for quite some time we had overlooked. But now people have started realizing the benefit of healing from within. It is now that people are looking beyond the natural or the presentable source of treatment. So, in today's time, it becomes very important the benefits of yoga in healing various conditions, especially madhumeh or diabetes or sleep issues. And this is exactly what eMedicard has been doing from a long time. eMedicard has been propagating disease reversal starts from within. Disease reversal starts with food as a medicine. We are excited to have with us Yogi Asha, who's a international certified yoga instructor. She's a Reiki teacher, and above all, she's a dietitian at Power. Her specialization is nutrition in diabetes and nutrition in women health. We also have on the expert panel Dr. Khan and Dr. Mariseli. Dr. Mariseli is Ayurveda doctor. She is the chief physician at Shrisha Ayurveda Vedashala. Dr. Khan does not need any introduction. His introduction speaks for himself through thousands of cases who he has transformed diseases without medicine. His message is simple but yet powerful. His message is don't just manage, try disease reversal through food as a medicine. So, without any ado, I invite Dr. Yogi Asha to begin this journey to breathe, journey to heal. So, Yogi Asha, it's all yours.
Thank you so much, Geetika ji, for the warm welcome and a wonderful introduction about yoga. Can we see the first slide, please? So before getting into the asanas, let's understand what is yoga for and why are we actually more emphasizing on yoga nowadays? And since a couple of years back, also we have been started doing yoga. So when I say about or when I talk about yoga, it's just not doing postures like how much you bend, how neatly you bend, how are you doing your forward bending, backward bending, sideward bending. It is all about what muscles are getting involved, how much mentally you are present to perform that asana, how much breath you are taking, how many times you are inhaling, how many times you are exhaling. So, in a simple and a sweet manner, it's a holistic and complete system that combines physical postures, breathing techniques. With this breathing technique, we can move ahead from the physical aspect of the yoga to the mental aspect, that is nothing but meditation and pranayama. So all these things put together, when you call somebody a yogi or a yogini, so that means they are doing all the other parameters perfectly without expecting too much, just concentrating on themselves. So let's talk about the science behind yoga. Next slide, please. So all of us have been saying and have been listening to or from our yoga instructors that do yoga, perform yoga, it will help you. So let's understand a bit how does it help us actually. So when you take an asana or when you perform an asana, what happens? You relax your muscles. Okay, you inhale deeply and you exhale. Okay, so when you inhale deeply, your oxygen levels are getting improved in the body. So when your oxygen levels are getting improved in the body, the stress hormones are released. Okay. So once the stress hormones are released, your inflammation, your gut health, and your other metabolic disorders are getting into slowly getting vanished away. So as you perform yoga every day, on everyday basis, at least for half an hour in your entire body. So now keeping that in mind, let's go to our next slide and see what it says. So when you see that your body is mentally relaxed, you will see that your happy hormones are released from the body, and your hormones which are troubling you are getting out of the body, like cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone. So when you relax your muscles, automatically this cortisol stress levels are coming down because your breathing is breathing technique is regulated by different pranayams. So once the cortisol is better, your melatonin definitely gets even more better. So when the melatonin is better, your entire night is so beautiful and peaceful. When your entire night is beautiful, your insulin levels, your sugar levels don't shoot up. And once the sugar levels and insulin level, other levels don't shoot up in the body. And when your melatonin hormone is doing its role beautifully, that's when your feel good neurotransmitters called serotonin is releasing from the body with a beautiful fresh day. So when you get up in the morning, you will feel automatically very fresh, relaxed, and looking forward to do your daily household work in the day. Next slide, please. So now let's talk about, so one of the two major disorders, what we are talking nowadays, where people are mostly affected is diabetes, and another one is sleep. Some people, 90% population in India is suffering from diabetes. That's because it's just a lifestyle disorder. It's just a metabolic disorder. Nothing to do with the medicine. How you get up, when you sleep, what you eat, how much gap you are giving between the meals, all these things comes into the consideration. How much physically you are active, so that is all taken into consideration when you talk about metabolic disorders. So diabetes comes under that category. So there are three different types of diabetes. As of now, we will just take three different types. Type 1, where um, as when the person doesn't he doesn't produce any insulin in the body. When an autoimmune reaction that stops your body to produce insulins, that means your insulin is not at all present in the body. That means you have to take insulin from outside. So that is through injections or medicines. Next one is type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes means you are not using that insulin properly. It is not being sending to it is not going to the bloodstream properly. So because of that, there is a disbalance of hormone in the body, and because of that, you are suffering from metabolic disorder. And the last one is gestational diabetes, which comes with the pregnancy, and you will see most of the cases it vanishes away after 2 to 3 weeks of pregnancy. Now let's see in our next slide how we manage our diabetes with asanas. Okay, so a little bit up, Geetika ji. Yeah. So when you see, we will just talk about few important asanas where we can control our diabetes with regular practice. Okay, so regular practice means proper inhalation, proper alignment of the body, how you are standing, how much inhalation you are taking. So all these, which muscles are getting relaxed, which muscles are getting contracted, all these things we will take into the picture. And let's talk about these asanas. The first one is sun salutation, which now we will see physically how to do it. Next is Supta Baddha Konasana. Next is Bhujangasana. Next is Parivrtta Trikonasana and Vajrasana. So let's talk about these. We will see how these asanas have been performed, and let's see how are they benefited in our day-to-day life. So let's start with Surya Namaskar. I request those who are watching, please keep a mat with you, relax your mind, and let's start with one of the best exercise for diabetes, that is sun salutation. So now there are 12 steps in sun salutation. So I will repeat once. You can see and you can do it. Either those who are interested, they can just. So I will repeat once. You can see and you can do it. Either those who are interested, they can just. So that is one route. Now, when I say Surya Namaskar, it's a mixture of 12 asanas. So we'll start with inhalation and exhalation, and that's how all the 12 asanas will start. Now, let's go to the next pose called Parivrita Trikonasana. So when you are doing Surya Namaskar, you might have seen that you are keeping your abdomen on the mat. So all the pancreas are getting, all the hormones are getting stimulated. The hormone balance happens in the body. Now let's go to the our next asana, which is called Parivrita Trikonasana. Why I say Parivrita Trikonasana? It's a twist. So whenever there is a twist in the body, you see that your pancreas are getting activated. Okay. So in diabetes, for the diabetic patients, all the twisted poses are very important. So one of these poses, Parivrita Trikonasana. Let's see how to do this. Keep both the hands flat, palms facing the mat. Slowly turn, inhale, exhale, and turn your body. Keep your right palm here on the left ankle and right left hand up in the air and look up in the towards the right side. If you are doing towards the right side, if you are doing towards the left side, you can turn the feet towards the left side. Inhale, hands down, palms facing the sky, palms facing the mat. Turn your body. Keep your left hand on the left ankle. As per your capacity, hold this. Both the hands, bring it back to the normal position. Slowly come back and relax for a couple of minutes. You can repeat this asana as per your capacity. And if you do it daily, it's of very good benefit. You will get a very good benefit. Now let's move on to our next exercise, which is called Vajrasana. Sit comfortably on your feet. Both the feet should be crossed. Keep your hands on the thighs. Inhale slowly. Feet as per your capacity. Now the beauty of this asana is you can, so that it improves your digestion, also it controls your insulin levels. Now coming to our next is called Cobra pose. As I told you, when your abdomen is touching the mat, your pancreas are getting stimulated. So keep both the palms near your chest. Inhale, slowly come up. Eyes rolling upwards. Exhale down. Now make sure exhale. Slowly come down. means reclining position. So you can keep both the feet touching each other and slowly try to move down with your elbows and just keep both the hands on your thighs and relax your body. Here, the breathing should. Now, once you are done with this, you can take the legs out, slowly turn to any of your comfortable side, slowly get up and sit in any comfortable position for your next asana. So practicing these poses for 15 to 20 minutes daily, repetition of 5 to 6 at least, will help you to improve your insulin levels. Also, it will help you to get your diabetes completely reversal. Next slide, please, Geetika ji. As we have seen, once you start performing these asanas, any yoga asana improves the blood circulation in the body. And as the blood circulation improves, the stress levels are reduced. And as the stress levels are reduced, you will see the decreases in inflammation markers. And once the inflammation markers and the stress levels are in place, you will see that your weight is completely normal and you can manage your weight perfectly without going to any strict diets. Next slide, please. Now let's talk about one of the next major lifestyle disorder, that is sleep. When I talk about sleep, what happens? Many of the people are watching late night movies or they are working long hours because they are having international calls. So what happens then? Your sleep pattern completely gets affected. That means you are unable to sleep on time. If you are unable to sleep on time, the number of hours which you are supposed to sleep in a day, like 7 to 8 hours minimum, that won't happen. So due to that, you will feel lethargic during the day. Your day will not be happy. You will feel very lethargic, low in energy, don't want to do anything. Always you are rubbing your eyes. All these things will happen, and suddenly your mood will also go down. If your mood goes down, you will not be in a position to present or to perform better. Apart from this, your melatonin levels because your number of hours of sleep have not been reached its target. So melatonin, if it's not in the position, your insulin and other stress levels will be increased. See, we have all seen those things now. So now let's get to some ancient yogic practices which will help us to take care of our sleep. In case you think, many people don't work late night. They don't, they usually their office calls are done by 7:30, 8 o'clock. But they are not used to sleep by 10 o'clock because they are watching TV or they are listening to some podcast or they are listening to music. So what can you do? So there are some techniques which you can do before you get down to the bed. One is yoga nidra, second is pranayam, third one is switching off the lights on time. So the blue rays will never allow the melatonin hormone to raise in your body. As long as the light is on, you will not be able to sleep. So try to make it a habit to go to the bed, go to your bedroom, sit on the mat, do yogic nidra or do pranayam, whatever pranayam you're comfortable. Get onto the bed, switch off the light, switch off the mobile phone, and just go to sleep. Initially, 3-4 days, it's like your diet plan, When you try to change your diet, 3 to 4 days for a week, you will feel very difficult. After that, your body get used to it. Same thing with the sleep also. So once you try to sleep, so make sure that you are doing all these things prior to your sleep. So if you are planning to sleep by 10:30, start making all these things into a schedule, start to put into a schedule from 9:30 itself, so that you can relax slowly. We'll try to sleep 11 on the first day, previous day 10:30, day before that 10 o'clock. So slowly you can position your sleep accordingly. Now let's see the asanas which are mainly done before you go to sleep. So the most important asanas and very, very effective, though they look very simple. People think, oh, it's a very simple asana. No, lot of things are going inside when you are performing these asanas. One is Balasana, Viparita Karni, and Shavasana. Shavasana, many people they think we can just lie down to bed. It's like sleeping. Shavasana is not sleeping. Shavasana is meditative posture on spinning. So what you have to do is you have to place a mat on the uh, you have to place a mat in such a way that your body is against the wall. So let's see how you do this. So this is your mat. Go closer to the wall. Slowly try to push your buttocks towards the wall. Turn your body and keep the legs on the wall and just relax. Deep breathing. Ten to 15 deep breaths. Here the blood circulation is going against the gravity and it is coming towards the skull. Now once you are done, slowly come back. Turn to any of your comfortable side. Slowly turn to any of your comfortable side. Sit in any comfortable relaxed position. Come to Vajrasana. Inhale and slowly go to child pose. Couple of breaths here. Slowly come back. You can repeat this as per your capacity. Now, the next asana and the most important asana is Shavasana. Lie down on your mat, palms facing the sky. Drop your feet sideways. And now consciously you are inhaling and exhaling. Try to dictate yourself when you are doing Shavasana. You are not dozing off. You are alert in this asana. Now slowly start giving instructions right from your tip of the toes to the top of your head. Entire consciousness, bring your consciousness to your feet. Slightly wiggle your toes and declare them relaxed. Moving further ahead towards your ankles, calf muscles, and knees. See that the blood circulation is improving. Slowly tighten up your kneecap and relax it. Again, move ahead slowly towards your thighs, towards your lower abdomen. Now, consciously bring your attention to the lower abdomen. and see that all your internal organs are getting stimulated. Your digestion has become proper. Now slowly move upwards towards your chest, towards your abdomen, then towards your chest, increasing the capacity of the lungs as the blood circulation improves. Now slowly bring your awareness to the shoulders, arms, wrist. Now slowly keep your thumb inside the palm, all the fingers over the thumb, and try to squeeze in your fist. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Pull your abdomen inside, tighten it, and slowly declare it relaxed. As moving ahead, slowly bring all your awareness to the facial muscles. See that your forehead is completely relaxed. No tension in between the eyebrows. A beautiful smile on the cheek. Entire facial muscles are relaxed. Moving backwards of the body. Lower back. Upper back. Releasing each vertebra. Slowly and exhalation. With every exhalation, make sure that every inhalation coming towards the spine. Exhalation, stomach towards the spine. This is known as yogic deep breathing. Now feel the calmness in the body. Imagine that the body has become very light. No tension in the body parts. All the muscles are completely relaxed. A floating kind of sensation in the body. Now slowly turn to any of your comfortable side. Bend your knees. Turn towards your left side. Slowly bring your palms on the mat. And slowly come back to sitting posture. Next slide, please. Now, as we know that according to Patanjali Yoga Sutra, pranayama plays very important role. So once you are done with your physical postures, that means there are no blockages in the physical body. That means as you are going towards your spiritual journey, you need to sit for long hours. How do you sit for long hours if your body is not supported, if your body is not physically fit? So to make body physically fit, you have opened up all the muscles by doing all these asanas. Now you are going to your next level, that is your breathing. So regulated breath is very important in your spiritual sadhana. How you need to regulate your breath and how these breathing exercises will help you in curing your diseases. Let's see that. Now we talk about two different pranayams which are very important for diabetes and for sleep. That is Anulom Vilom Pranayam and Bhramari Pranayam. These are one of the safest pranayams which you can do at any given moment of time, at any given time of the day. Anybody can practice this. It's where they are very simple, but at the same time, they are very, very powerful. So now let's start with Anulom Vilom Pranayam. For any pranayam to start with, make sure that your back is completely straight. Never hunch your back like this. Never sit. Never shrug your shoulders. Try to keep your back straight, chest out. See that your head is straight by putting the fingers, right thumb on your shoulders and all the fingers up so that your neck is properly balanced. No pressure on any facial muscle, no pressure on your neck, and no pressure on your spine. try to lift up your back as much as you can so that the energy flow is very smooth. Okay. Now let's start with pranayam. So for pranayam, now see, this is Nasika Mudra, also called Vishnu Mudra. Now keep this thumb on, take your right hand and left palm, both the palms are on your knees, keep your back straight. Now see that, take your right hand, keep your right thumb on your right nostril, breathe in from your left nostril, block your left nostril with the ring finger, open up your thumb and exhale from your right nostril. Inhale from your right nostril, block your right nostril with the right thumb, exhale from your left nostril. Repeat this 5 to 6 times. As you are doing this, make sure your stomach breathing technique remains the same. As you are inhaling, stomach is going out. As you are exhaling, stomach is coming towards the Make sure your room is well ventilated. When I say Brahmari Pranayam, you have to make the sound of a bee, humming bee sound, which has to come from inside. Okay. Now for that, you need to take your fingers, all the fingers, put your right thumb inside the ears, index finger and the middle finger on your eyes, your ring finger on your cheekbones, and your little finger under your lips. Now slowly press your thumb gently, not too much, very gentle press. Now start making the sound of, now slowly bring your awareness to the tailbone, tip of your tailbone. Inhale from the tailbone, by making the sound of honeybee. Exhale again. See that the vibrations are coming in the cells, brain cells. This pranayam is very, very, very powerful to improvise your memory, to remove the stress which you all have gone through during your day. It allows the body and mind to keep cool and calm. So this is one of the powerful technique which you can practice before you go to sleep. So both the pranayams, both Anulom Vilom and Brahmari Pranayam, can work wonders if you are practicing properly and at least for 15 to 20 minutes every day. Okay. The first thing about these two pranayams are these pranayams should be done when your mind is very clear, I mean, when you are calm and cool, and when you want to become calm and cool. So both the scenarios, these two pranayams will work. They help in good digestion. They are very good for improving your lung capacity. They are very good to remove the stress and a kind of disturbances which are happening in your body and mind. So these pranayams they work very wonderfully. Let's go to our next slide, Deepika ji. So now, after all these things, now our key takeaways are yoga is very, very important for our overall well being as long as your practice is proper and you are practicing it on a consistent basis, and also start with your make it two. So gently try to increase your capacity so capacity in the sense trying to hold the pose for longer duration of time and also trying to inhale, do the inhalation and exhalation properly so that you can maximum toxins are released from the body. So these are our main key takeaways after the entire presentation. So let's move on to our last slide. Yeah, thank you so much for this giving me this opportunity to talk about yoga. And now we have got some experts sitting on this plant panel, Dr. Khan and Dr. Mariselvi. Over to you, Dr. Khan and Dr. Mariselvi. If you have any questions, please you can ask them. Now it's a queries time. Over to you all. Thank you.
So thank you, Yogi Asha. That was so informative. That you made us know that for diabetes or madhume or sleep, which people were looking for medicines, we can do it through natural healing also. So I request all of you for all your queries, please put in the comment box. We will be taking them one by one. So till our queries come, Dr. Marisali, I would like to ask you that we've been talking about assessment before yoga. So can you tell us that why do you feel assessment is so important? Or can we do yoga straight away? Is there a difference if we do yoga straight away or if we do an assessment of our body and then do it?
Okay. First of all, good evening to everyone. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Khan, for this wonderful opportunity. Yogi Asha ma'am, it was a beautiful presentation. Thank you. So, first, yoga assessment is very important. Actually, to know our body's need and to customize yoga because there are n number of yogas are there, but some may suit you, some may not. So, according to your disease, according to your flexibility, according to your age, we need to create a customized yoga. So, to know your body well and to treat the diseases in better way, we definitely need yoga assessment to begin with.
Thank you so much. So that is very informative. So I would just like to repeat that people like me who we thought that we could just get up one day and do yoga, maybe copy it from YouTube and all. So now I've realized no. If you want yoga to be effective, if you are doing yoga for some purpose, if we want to do yoga for disease reversal, for healing from within, then it is very important to get the assessment of our body done from experts. And only
Yeah.
then which we do yoga, that is going to be effective for that purpose. So that's
Yes.
right, Dr. Marisin? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Yes.
you so
That will
much.
yield the purpose correctly.
Yeah. So we are waiting for comments. So you have any query, please put in the comment box. So till the comments come, Dr. Marisili, I have one more query. Like Yogi Asha explained us so well, there are various asanas to do it. So just for general information, I wanted to know, is there any gap between the food and the time we should do these asanas, or we can do it anytime? Or there are
No,
any
ma'am.
particular asanas to be taken care? Hmm.
Yeah, actually, for all the yogas and as in general, because we are not talking in particular yogas, in general, it's better to do it on empty stomach, or else like 2 hours after food. That will do more good than any harm. Also, do it in the early morning and in the evenings. Better to avoid during the noon times when sun is peak. That will help.
Oh, so this is true for alom bilom also, or that is an exception that can be
Yes.
done any time of the day?
No, pranayama it's also it's better because your breathing will be free when it is not obstructed with the food in your stomach. So it's also better if you do it post meal 2 hours later.
Oh, okay. So that's very
Yeah.
informative. That means even when we are doing yoga late evening, as it was explained to us to take care of our sleep issues, so we should have our heavier meals. That is what you want to say, our
Yes.
heavier
Yes.
meals little earlier, then keep a little gap and then do yoga. That can be done late evening, which will be effective for our sleep.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah,
Excellent.
that
So
will
we
help
are
in the easy breathing. As I mean, informed, it will free up your muscles, your energy flow, and everything. If we done immediately after food, it will block the natural energy flow.
okay, yeah, that's nice. So we are waiting for the comments. If any of you have your queries about these asanas, what time to do it, which asana is going to be suited for which medical ailment, please put in the comment box and we'll be taking it. So, Ms. Aparna, could you check if we have any queries in the comment box? So, Dr. Marisali, in the meantime, yeah, Miss Aparna is just checking. So, in the meantime, I had one more query from you that it's very important that we are seeing yoga, how it is helping us to heal from within, and yoga for particular Madhume. Madhume, which from ancient time it was healing, but it is now we realized that healing can come through yoga. So, can you tell me about these particular asanas which Yogi Asha told us, specifically for Madhumeh? Is there any precaution we should take before doing those asanas or while doing those asanas? And should we stick to only one asana which is beneficial for Madhumeh, or we should combine about three, four and make that as our practice?
Actually, it depends on each person's. That's why we have to do yoga assessment and get an expert opinion because it may depends on each person's age and everything. So according to that, we can do. It's not necessarily we only one yoga will help. It's like a package we have to do. It's like maybe 4 5 in a week. We can do for half an hour a day. That will really helps all like
So,
as she mentioned earlier the forward bending postures which helps in the movements of our lower abdomen and internal organs that will definitely helps in the diabetes that is madhumeh.
yes, so I think we come back to the same thing that assessment before doing yoga, that is what we want to underline, is very important. So it's not that for some people, as you said, one asana will be beneficial to cure their ailment, but for a second person having the same madhumeh problem, having the same diabetes problem or sleep issue, we might have to give them three, four asanas to combat their illness. So that is why assessment is very important.
Yes,
So, Ms. Aparna, I would again, is there any comment or queries which our expert panel has to deal with?
am I
Yeah,
audible now?
doc- yeah, you're audible now, Dr. Maris.
Yes.
Should I repeat the
So
question?
yeah, I will answer it,
Was
ma'am.
yoga affects insulin? Yeah.
Yeah. So, for insulin resistance, that is type 1 diabetes, there are certain ways. It not help all the people with type 1 diabetes, but in some persons, it will help in regenerating the uh, pancreas cells, and that in that way, it will help in reducing insulin resistance. So, by doing all the exercises and dietary changes that which Dr. Khan and our team is doing, that will help to regenerate this. So in that way it will slowly helps in insulin resistance also, but maybe may not be for all the persons. For in certain cases it's definitely helpful.
Okay. And doctor, type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes, all people can follow the similar kind of yoga which was discussed? Type 1 and type 2? Or it
Actually,
is
we can
separate?
follow all the five yogasanas which was told by Yogi Asha.
Okay, and doctor, for anxiety or depression, so there will be a different kind of yoga, or what the people should follow if they are having insomnia related to anxiety and depression.
For insomnia, the Yogi Asha told everything. For depression, pranayama, that is Aniloma Viniloma pranayama, it really helps. So along with Surya Namaskar and the pranayama itself will regulate the energy flow from your head to toe. That will help in reducing anxiety.
Okay, and doctor, what is yoga nidra? Someone wants to know what is yoga nidra.
Uh, that was mentioned by Asha, Yogi Asha ma'am. Can you explain that?
Yeah, can you explain, Aksha ji, what is yoga nidra? Yeah, and how? Yeah, you're mute. Asha ji, you're mute. Yeah.
Maricel, doctor, you please explain. Doctor जी, you please explain. Maricel जी, आप explain कीजिए.
No, ma'am, you mentioned those words. That's why I would like you to answer.
Okay. Okay. So yoga nidra. What is the difference between normal nidra and yoga nidra? First, let's understand why that term we are using as yoga nidra. Can you hear me? Is that okay?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, we can help.
Okay. So yoga nidra is nothing but mindfulness sleep. You are not sleeping as if you have lost everything and you don't know what is happening. You are completely unconscious of what is happening on your in your surroundings. Yoga nidra is a meditative posture in sleeping pose. That is the simplest way of, that means your mind is alert, you are doing the breathing. So when you are doing the breathing, as I told you, inhalation and exhalation plays an important role in yoga nidra. So when you are sleeping, you don't know how much you are breathing and how much you are exhaling, right? It is happening naturally. You are sleeping and your breathing is natural. But in yoga nidra, it's a regulated breath. You know how much you are breathing, how much you are exhaling, how much you are alert. That's why I have given the uh, uh, indications of how to come to each and every body part, see that that body part is moving or not. Why did I give all those instructions? Because to see that the person who is doing yoga nidra is sleeping or is awake. If he is awake, then he will be alert with his body. So that means he is regular. His mind is alert, and he is now in the deep state of relaxation. Knowingly, now once you do yoga nidra, you will automatically, your body gets tuned, like how much time to sleep, and automatically without any alarm you will get up in the morning. That's everything is so controlled, everything is so regulated. So yoga nidra is different from normal nidra. So those who are feeling difficult to sleep in the night, if they do this yoga nidra technique, playing some soulful music or just chanting om or just listening to their own breath, they will automatically get used to this kind of sleeping. And immediately after doing nidra, I request all the practitioners not to switch on the phone or switch on the light. Once you are done with the yoga nidra, get up, get onto the bed and sleep quietly. So I have done, everything will be gone. Again, you are back to square one. You are again getting those blue signals which will not allow the melatonin production to happen in your body.
Okay, and
Okay, to add some points,
this.
Yoga Nitra, as she mentioned, Savasana can also be done. So after every like heavy yoga postures, we used to do Savasana just to relax the body, make the flow to the normal level. Also, many of our yogic clients told us that it will help, it really helps in the sleep. If you do it just before sleep, as instructed by Yogi Asha just in the earlier session, it will help you in the sleep. Also, if you want to wake up by for certain time, say 6 o'clock in the morning, you may not need the alarm to wake you up. It will set your biological clock and helps you in getting up. So in like those ways, it helps a lot to the patients in insomnia to relax the body after heavy workouts and heavy yoga postures, and also to regulate your bioclock. Thank you.
Okay. And is it different from meditation? Is it same
No,
like meditation or it is different?
it is one form of meditation.
Okay.
Yeah, you will concentrate from your toes to your head, and you will concentrate on your breathing, and you can tune up your mind, like when you want to get up and what you want to do, like that you can do all those things in that.
Okay. And is there any specific yoga for reducing stress in diabetes? Because stress is very much related to diabetes. So, is there any specific yoga for that?
For stress management, you can do pranayama mainly, and this yoga nitra just before sleep. Also we can do like paschimottasana and bhavana muktasana. That will help in your digestion as well as to relax your body and mind.
Okay, so doctor, you suggest that anyone before trying yoga, they should first do the assessment from a practitioner, and then only they should step inside this yoga program.
Yes, yes,
Randomly check yoga.
yeah,
Harmful
that's what.
effect if we do yoga without assessment. Is there any harmful effect yoga can cause to us if we don't do assessment and we just do yoga randomly from any link, any video? If we start, is there any harm it will do to our body?
No, if you are seeing it by just by YouTube videos and everything, you may not know what yoga suits you, whether you are performing it correct flexion movements, everything. So it definitely may leads to harmful effects. So it's better always to consult an expert first and then do yoga for yourself. So it's
Okay,
a
and
way of handling our breath. So we have to be
yes,
careful.
yes. Okay, and yoga duration also, doctor, the practitioner or the expert only should guide us, right? Without like we do on our own, we should always consult a practitioner or a expert like a yoga doctor like you, right? For how much
Definitely,
duration we do
definitely.
yoga?
Yes, we
Okay,
have to slowly increase the timings. We
okay,
can't suddenly do it for 2 hours and then 2 weeks no yogas. Then suddenly it won't help. We have
okay.
to
So
build it slowly.
we should follow a pattern. We should follow like
Yes,
gradually it should
yes.
increase, and we should
That
always
will depend on each individual strength, flexibility, age. So that will depends. That will be decided by a yoga doctor.
yoga doctor, definitely.
Yeah,
So without assessment, we never, Gitika ji, as we learned today on this yoga day, that
Yeah,
without assessment we should never do yoga, and always we
yeah, you're
should
right.
consult expert like yoga.
yes.
That's
Asha
very
ji or
important point we
Marisol
learned
ji.
today.
We learned it today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, doctors. Thank you,
Thank
doctors.
So
you.
that
Yeah.
was
Yeah, Gitika
very
ji.
informative. Thank you, Dr. Marisali. Thank you, Yogi Asha. That was very informative. So,
Yeah.
just to recap for
Thank you all.
everybody, what we learned today is that nowadays yoga is our science. Yoga is the science of Indians, but sadly, it is we Indians who have neglected it for ages. But now, thankfully, people are going back to yoga and we are trying to tap into the yogic wisdom. So this is what e-Medicard wants to say is that natural healing. That is what e-Medicard believes. So yoga actually aligns with natural healing. So remember today what we discussed was medical ailments like madhumeh, diabetes, sleep, insomnia, which is so common with everybody. And what people do is they pop a pill for it. We don't even think beyond it. We feel that is the only treatment. So, and this e-medical is propagating from so long that think beyond medicine. Don't just manage the symptoms. Think beyond it. Treatment, food is the medicine. So that is what e-medica does, and that is what we want to tell you that today is the time where healing can be done through food as medicine. Also we learned that just copying anybody because everybody feels yoga everybody does, just copying anybody for yoga is not going to be effective. If we want to do yoga to heal ourselves for certain medical ailment, again, I would like to specify it has to be done first by proper assessment by an expert. They will form a package for you that this asana has to be done at this time, or these combination of these asanas have to be done, and then we will see the power of healing.
Yes, sure.
So I just wanted to say, sir, we discussed so much about natural healing, how
Yeah.
yoga is very good for diabetes, sleep, and now people are paying attention to it. But you are in fact a pioneer who have stopped people from taking medicine and transformed their life through food as medicine. So on this important yoga day, is there some message which you would like for us?
Yes. First of all, it's a great honor, like to have a beautiful practice that teaches us how to actually lead up to a holistic life. That's actually very important. Such a big information is there today, and we have done a beautiful session, which I was saying that Ashaji has done great session there, and it was a very clear expression of her mudras and asanas and all that what she has performed. And today, because today is such an important day, important message through this show we want to share is definitely that before doing yogas, you have to do assessments. Just don't jump on the yogas without a proper assessment, because assessments are very important, because with that you'll come to know the medical history of the person, where the person stands today. Then we understand the flexibilities and how they're able to move the different body organs and all, like what are joint mobilities and all that. So these are very important things, like, that is one of the messages which we are trying to definitely convey through this International Yoga Day, is like, you have to get your assessments done, and we are ready to do the free assessments if anybody looking forward for something like that. And the second thing is definitely that because it's a combination of, it's an association of mind, body, and spirit and soul. So I think it's high time now. We need to bring everything together, because we have seen, because of so much of dissociation between all these three things which I just mentioned, because of too much of materialism, too much of stress, too much of lifestyle disorders and issues here currently. And I think this is what we need now, to bring our mind, body, and soul together on a single platform. On this day, message is definitely, come on, take the mat, yoga mat, and start practicing yoga. And start your practicing yoga from your own self. And that's a great opportunity to actually improve your health if you implement yoga in your daily life. So I myself is an example of yoga, right? I've been doing yoga for almost like years now, like almost 15, 20. I've been continuously doing yoga. But after my heart attack, I have put yoga into a different perspective, and I started using yoga for a holistic journey of my life, to reversing the diseases. So when I could reverse my metabolic issues with this yoga session, I was very excited, and I wanted to implement this to every member who's joining us to reverse their metabolic issues. So the message is definitely, movement is very important. Get up, take the mat and start doing yoga from today. That's what my message is.
Thank you so much, sir, for those lovely words, and they are truly motivation. I think all of us will inspire from your journey. So, on that note, thank you all. And before leaving, I just want to put a last quiz that, as sir mentioned, anybody of you who wants a free assessment to be done, our numbers are there. Just contact us, and we will be doing free assessment. And all of you all, from today, we should start questioning that if we are taking treatment, if we are getting ourselves treated, then why are we still sick? So if we want answers for that, then also you could contact eMedicard. So on this note, wishing you all a very happy International Yoga Day. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Yogi Asha. Thank you, Dr. Marisili, and thank you, Dr. Khan. Thank you.
Thank you
once
so
again.
much.
Yeah, thank you so much.